Hello, welcome back everyone. I've just brought this little elm forest in just to give it a bit of a tidying up, just give it a check over, trim off any of the stubs and things. I won't do any kind of major pruning on it yet because I'd rather wait until I see where the buds are coming out. The sharp scissors and with any. But just give it a bit of a cleaning up before the growing season starts, and get rid of some of these weeds and stuff, and maybe give it some nice new moss, things like that. I showed this tree before in one of my videos. It is one of my top 5 basically free trees that I got, and this is up there anyway, definitely was one of my top 5 free trees. I collected these on the side of the road just as I was driving. They were just growing on the side of the road like little whips, so I just stopped the car and pulled them up, and just put them in this little forest. These three were already growing together as a clump. Ideally, I keep thinking about this one. It's quite heavy and leaning. Maybe when I repot it next time, I might straighten that one up and tilt these maybe, or even if I can divide them. But as far as I remember, that they're completely joined. So maybe when I do repot it, possibly next year, I might cut them apart and just plant that one as a straight up tree as well, because it's just adds a bit of character leaning, but at the same time I think it's a bit of a nice thought. I don't know, it just draws your attention to it all the time when you're looking at it. Some of these other trees, they were in this one and this one were in their own separate pots for quite a while, and then I put them all together then. Okay, so I'm just like that. I'm not really doing much today, just taking off any dead stubs where it's been trimmed before, just to give it a bit of a clean up, and mainly I just brought in to give it a bit of a weeding, and like that maybe put some nice clean moss down. So I'll just keep picking away now. So I'll start with anyway. I'm going to scrape off all this top moss. See, it's kind of got a lot of weeds and stuff in it. Scrape it back like that until we get down to some fresh soil. The roots now of all the trees are probably entwined in as one. Don't seem to be doing quite well in this spot anyway. Fine, if I don't do this now, it'll go too far and then the roots will have really taken hold and it'll be completely matted in the roots. I'll spend the whole summer fighting with weeds. So I like to just give it a freshen up before they do take hold. Just going to scrape off the top layer. You see the roots of the trees are all in amongst this layer as well. So Okay, so I'll just keep scraping that and then we'll come back and have a look at it in a second. Okay, so let's get all the weeds and stuff out. Now I've got some moss here now that I collected. I'll show you that there. So just re-mossed it again, give it a bit of a nice clean look again. Normally I like to put like little paths or something in my forests, but I think with this one, because it's such a narrow path, like I could have a little path weaving, but I don't think I'm going to bother for now. For now I'm just going to moss it all up. So let's start here by the main tree. Just push that in like that. A bit more at the front here. On this tree. Working my way around. Chances are this will be all ripped off tomorrow by the birds, but for now anyway we'll make it a bit nice. Got little what are they called again, growing here. A bit of moss. I'll take that out. Because you could leave it in, make it like, keep it pruned, make like little bushes and things. You've got another little thing growing there, so maybe we'll leave that one in around the base of the tree here. Just to act as a little bush or something. There. Back. I was planning on making like a riverbank. I have an idea. I want to make a riverbank with some trees kind of overhanging the river a bit, and I was going to use these trees to do it, but I've decided I have a few goat willow trees, so I think I'm going to use them instead. Leave this forest as is and use the goat willows to make a bit of a river bank and trees and stuff hanging over the river and a bit of a penjing. I like to make little penjings and things and just trying a bit more to some of the trees. You know, if you have a nice big pine tree or whatever, that's one thing, but with these small little trees like this, sometimes I think it's nice just to make a little bit of a landscape, a little penjing out of them. Just gives them another little bit of a character and stuff. But each of their own. Other people might not like it. They might prefer the trees just to be just the tree itself in the pot. Whatever you prefer yourself, really. Like I said, it depends on the tree for me. Some trees I like just to be a tree in the pot, others I like to make into a bit of a penjing. Okay, so it's almost in now. Nice and clean again, ready for the birds to pick out. So that was just a little clean up of them, just to show you how they're getting on. And we'll definitely do an update on them when the leaves are out, because it does look well. I think when the leaves are out and you have it's a bit filled in, it's not all twiggy. It's nice to see the structure of the trees, because they definitely come on. You can see back this one, I had to do a big chop there and just leave the one branch growing and built the branch into it, the tree itself. And quite a few of them have had big chops. This one in here. Okay, so if you want to see how this gets on in the spring and when the leaves come out, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification, and then I'll do another video when it's all, probably maybe when I can see the buds properly. I'll make it a light pruning then, when I can see which buds are alive. At the moment they're just a bit, still all a bit brown yet, so we'll just wait to do any major pruning and stuff. Not that it probably doesn't need much of a major pruning at the moment yet, because it's only just starting to ramify nicely now. Okay, so we'll call that one done. So like I said, if you liked the video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Any messages, just leave them on there, and we'll see you on the next one.